What if your personality, the very thing you think of as you, is actually just a sophisticated coping strategy? What if those moments you overreact, those triggers that set you off, aren't just random annoyances, but clues to a deeper part of yourself you've never met? You might be living your entire life on autopilot, mistaking your ingrained reactions for your true nature and calling it normal. But what if there was a way to wake up from that? In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to share a simple, powerful system to understand yourself on a profound level, without any guesswork, meditation retreats, or expensive therapy sessions. So, what is self-awareness, really? It's not some mystical concept. It's a practical skill, something you can build, just like a muscle. Self-awareness is simply the ability to notice your internal state in real time. That means paying attention to your thoughts, your emotions, and the physical signals your body is constantly sending you. It's also about recognizing your patterns, your unconscious habits, your emotional triggers, and the things you consistently avoid. It is the difference between being tossed around by the waves of your own mind and learning how to surf them. To make this practical, let's break down the self into 3 distinct layers. Think of it like an onion. The first, outermost layer is your body. This is the physical dimension of your experience. It speaks to you through sensations. Maybe it's a tightness in your chest when you're anxious, a clenched jaw when you're stressed, or that deep, unshakable fatigue that tells you you're burning out. These aren't just random physical events. They are your body's language. It's a way of communicating your internal state long before your conscious mind catches on. Ignoring these signals is like driving with a check engine light on. Sooner or later, you're going to break down. Peeling back that layer, we get to the second one. Emotion. This is where we learn to label what we're feeling. And I mean really label it with precision. It's not just about feeling bad or good. Is it anxiety? Is it a deep-seated shame? Is it a flash of anger? Maybe it's envy or disappointment, or even a subtle sense of loneliness. Putting a name to an emotion is incredibly powerful. It takes this big, overwhelming cloud of feeling and contains it, makes it manageable. It transforms the vague and scary into something specific and understandable. It is the first step toward gaining control over your emotional world instead of being controlled by it. And then, at the very core, we find the third layer, the story. This is the meaning your mind attaches to the emotion and the physical sensation. This is where your beliefs, your past experiences, and your insecurities come into play. A tight chest and a feeling of anxiety might trigger the story. I'm not good enough for this. A flash of anger after a critical comment could ignite the narrative. Nobody respects me. Procrastinating on a big project might be fueled by the underlying story. I'm going to fail anyway, so why bother trying? These stories are often so automatic we don't even realize we're telling them to ourselves. They feel like facts, like reality itself. But they're not. They are interpretations, and becoming aware of them is the key to rewriting them. Now, let's talk about triggers. We usually think of triggers as negative things, as problems to be fixed. But I want you to start thinking about them differently. Your triggers are not your flaws. They are information. They are messengers from your subconscious, pointing directly to your unmet needs, your old wounds, and the parts of you that need attention and care. They're a roadmap to your inner world. Think about it. When you overreact to a text message that's left on read, is it really about the message? Or is it triggering a deeper fear of rejection or abandonment? When you find yourself procrastinating on a task, is it because you're lazy? Or are you unconsciously trying to avoid an emotion you're afraid of feeling, like the fear of failure or the anxiety of being judged? That habit of people-pleasing, of saying yes when you mean no, often stems from a deep-seated fear of conflict or a belief that your needs don't matter. So I want you to do a little exercise right now. Think back to the last time you had a strong, seemingly out of proportion reaction to something small. Got it. Now ask yourself a different question. Instead of what's wrong with me, ask, what was I trying to protect in that moment? Was it your sense of competence? Your feeling of being loved? Your need for safety? Your triggers reveal what you value and what you fear losing. They're not your enemy. They are your guides. Most of us live our lives caught in what I call the autopilot loop. It works like this. First, there's a cue. It could be an external event, like an email from your boss, or an internal one, like a critical thought. This cue then triggers an emotion, like stress or boredom. And that emotion then triggers a habitual response, a go-to behavior designed to give you short-term relief. This is your autopilot in action. For you, it might be mindlessly scrolling through social media. It could be stressing a bag of chips. It might be pouring a glass of wine or diving into work to numb out. These habits provide immediate comfort, a quick escape from the uncomfortable emotion. That's why we do them, but they almost always come with a long-term cost. The scrolling leaves you feeling empty and drained. The stress eating leads to guilt. The overworking leads to burnout. We repeat this loop over and over, day after day, without even realizing it. We think this is just who we are. I'm just a procrastinator. I'm just an anxious person. But listen to me carefully. This autopilot is not your identity. It's a learned pattern, and because it was learned, it can be unlearned. You are not the loop. You are the one who has the power to step outside of it. So, how do we do that? How do we break the cycle and build this muscle of self? It doesn't require hours of meditation or a complete life overhaul. It can start with just 5 minutes a day. I'm going to give you a simple, practical protocol that you can use anytime, anywhere. Here it is. The 5-minute self-awareness protocol. Step 1. Pause. Just for 10 seconds. Whatever you're doing, just stop. Take a deep breath. This simple act of pausing is the most crucial step. It interrupts the autopilot loop and creates a space for consciousness to enter. Step 2. Name one emotion in a single word. What are you feeling right now? Don't judge it. Don't analyze it. Just name it. Anxiety, frustration, sadness, joy, contentment. Just one word. Step 3. Find one signal in your body. Scan your body from head to toe. Where's that emotion living? Is there a tightness in your shoulders? A fluttering in your stomach? A heaviness in your legs? Find one concrete physical sensation. This anchors you in the present moment and connects you to your body's wisdom. Step 4. Identify the story. What is the thought or belief that's running through your head? What is the meaning you're attaching to this feeling? It might be, I'm failing, or this is unfair, or I can't handle this. Just notice the story without buying into it. And finally, step 5. Choose the smallest possible next action. This isn't about solving the entire problem. It's about making one tiny, conscious choice. Maybe it's taking 3 more deep breaths. Maybe it's stretching your neck. Maybe it's getting a glass of water, or writing down one thing you need to do. The smallest possible action that moves you forward, even b'hanich. Pause. Name the emotion. Find the body signal. Identify the story. Choose the next small action. That's it. That's the whole practice. The profound truth at the heart of all this is that you are not your thoughts, and you are not your emotions. You are the one who is aware of them. You are the observer, the consciousness that can watch the thoughts and feelings come and go without being swept away by them. This awareness creates distance, and in that distance, that space between the trigger and your reaction, lies your freedom. That space is where you find choice. Self-awareness isn't a destination. It's a continuous practice. It's the foundational skill that makes all other forms of personal growth and change possible. Without it, we're just rearranging the furniture on the deck of the Titanic, stuck in the same old patterns. With it, we gain the ability to steer the ship. Your triggers are the clues. The autopilot is the pattern. This 5-minute protocol is the tool to build the habit of awareness. So here is your challenge. Try this today. The next time you feel that familiar tug of anxiety, that flash of irritation, or that pull toward a numbing habit, just try it. Pick one moment where you feel even slightly off, and run through the 5 steps. Pause. Emotion. Body. Story. Action. See what happens when you stop reacting and start noticing. You might just meet the real you for the very first time. Thanks for watching. If this resonated with you, give it a like, and subscribe for more content on understanding yourself.